Resident Evil 3 the remake is better than Resident Evil 2 the remake and Resident Evil 1 the remake because remakes shouldn't look like remakes of remakes from 20 years ago, and it's better than Resident Evil 0 the remake because I don't want to play as a teenage boy. Albert Wesker was a monster in more ways than one. It's also better than... We'll come back to this one too. Let's just get out of the way every single game that had no chance to begin with first. Better than Resident Evil 5 because Capcom insists you have to play with a friend, or better yet, a black friend, but I have no friends, so it's also better than this one. I don't know, I never even played it. Y'all just said it was bad, and I'm very susceptible to public consensus. Well, look at this. I'm already dizzy just from getting up and going to the bathroom. I can't even imagine playing 2 whole games in first person. I'd probably throw up. Or try to...
3 more days, then I can kiss this town goodbye.
Why didn't you leave 3 days ago? Are you holding out for pension benefits? Anyway, I know what you're thinking. Let's first address the metaphorical cockroach in your soup by saying, yes, I did buy the classic Jill costume DLC, and yes, I can afford to do so because I invested in only the best companies. And I'm also famous enough on YouTube that I can buy her something and still have a little left over for me. Okay, but there is a valid reason for this, and that is because I believe this is the canonical interpretation of Resident Evil 3. Because Jill is living alone in the middle of shithole middle America in summer, where nobody wears any pants at home, and since the whole game takes place over like a few hours, not including the Sleeping Beauty interlude, I fully believe she would have never found time to find pants to put on. It's just not realistic. Yes, I take narrative cohesion very, very seriously. But why is she wearing boots? Because girl is suffering from PTSD and lives in squalor. You know her floor is sticky as f. But why holsters? We covered this. It's an American woman in the middle of shithole America, where holsters are like garters. You just put them on when you wake up without thinking, and if Jill was Canadian, she'd be wearing hockey pads.
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
I didn't ask you, off. Capcom, why you hate Jill so much? She got it worse than anybody else in this series, except for maybe Brad. Brad dead. But the point I want to make from that is that Resident Evil 3 the remake is better than Resident Evil 2 the remake because after you strip away the pants, Resident Evil 2 remake is just more or less the Resident Evil 1 remake because it's still about a haunted house. Whereas Resident Evil 3, despite being about a third of the size, feels larger by stringing together several haunted alleys and neighborhood businesses on the verge of bankruptcy to give you the only real ground zero look at the biohazard outbreak that forms the catalyst of the whole series.
Hey! Fuckface!
Oh shit, he learned how to use QTEs.
Are you kidding me?
Hey, Captain. This fine young lady could use our help.
He's not looking at her ass. Cap is a true gentleman.
We need to get you geared up.
That's how I got this assault rifle. Why wouldn't he give her his biggest gun? You know he wants to. I'm a writer, I don't like plot holes. But there are no pants here either by story necessity.
Fuck you.
Jill, stop. I'm just about the only one trying to help you because Umbrella obviously hates your guts.
Why is she here?
No, wait, please!
And I just want to say that by the same argument, RE3 is just... You know what? I see what you're doing, Japan. I've seen the 1814 block print. I am a connoisseur of the fine arts. Other games definitely have better ladders than this one though. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. So this just goes to show... Shit, I did that to myself. Sorry, Jill. How Resident Evil 3 the remake is also better than Resident Evil 4 the remake because for all intents and purposes, Resident Evil 4 might as well be taking place in Skyrim, and the setting is just too far-fetched to evoke tension, whereas Jill's story remains grounded in relatability no matter how much Capcom tries to fridge her at every opportunity, basically by kicking the everlasting shit out of her, but Jill just keeps on going. Which leads me to my final point. Seriously, there are much better ladders in video games.
Run, bitch! Run!
I'm honestly not doing this at all. All I did was install a mod. Capcom's responsible for the camera angles.
Fuck 'em.
That zombie caught a big stray. Camera angles, not my f***ing problem.
Got my ass.
Which brings me to my final point. That I think in any campy horror game, movie, softcore porn, it's just always better to have a final girl protagonist who simply refuses to give up, and this is probably the only mainline Resident Evil game where that is firmly the case, considering Carlos is very much a sidekick here. What? You are. And in the other games, you'd have to go out of your way to engineer a final girl outcome while sharing the spotlight with hunky men also shaking their asses for top billing.
My ass first.
Shut up, Carlos. If you have a problem, take it up with your agent.
One at a time, take a number.
Dude, you're trying too hard.
What?
Just let Jill have her story. She's been through a lot.
Get back!
Run!
No, Jill, it's time to stop running from Capcom. Stand up for yourself. It's the only way men will ever learn.
Suck it!
Damn, bitch should have ran.
Jill!
Dude, it's coming off desperate now. You're just not gonna be a Resident Evil protagonist. Leon's already attached to the newest game. Punching doesn't help. Maybe learn how to do an elbow drop from the top rope. I don't even think she was a zombie. You got problems, Carlos. People don't succeed while burdened with personal demons, whereas Jill's got no demons. She's just got back.
I got your back.
And she really is the final girl and a bona fide RE protagonist the way Claire and Ada and Black Man who dies first. Really can't compare with. What the f***, Capcom? I thought we were done being racist. But so, out of all of the modern REs, and I guess the entire series, RE3 feels the most like a horror movie that you rent from the back of a 90s video store with a curtained off section, which you can still go into if you grow out your mustache at 14. Oh, not again. I mentioned the thing about camera angles, right? I'm a feminist. I mentioned the thing about QTEs, right? I'm not the one who designed them. That's all Capcom, ladies. Yeah, I know I should use a knife. It's okay, I have tons of bullets by now. I have no bullets left. I should have used the knife. I'm sorry, Jill. I played a lot of Monster Hunter. At best, the Nemesis is a 2-star main quest. You're so Capcom. See, I told ya. And in true Final Girl tradition, just when you thought the monster was dead, the monster comes back one last time as a giant turd. So the pretty lady gets pretty pissed off and has her final Ellen Ripley Mecha Megazord moment, which I still hold up as one of the better thematic and therapeutic climactic boss battles in gaming, which is best represented by the camera from this side that ultimately finishes off probably the closest approximation to a fully playable campy survival horror disaster movie with one of the greatest gaming protagonists of all time, that also sadly gets overshadowed by its peers far too often just because, I don't know, y'all don't like this elevator or something. I thought it's a pretty good elevator, certainly better than the ladders and at least as good as this elevator. And at the very end, I just wanted to ask you.
Oh no.
Carlos, get up, you f***ing drama queen. Game's over. You didn't get the part. We'll never see you again. I just wanted to ask you as Jill signs off with a badass one-liner.
If I die, you'll never find out the truth.
I won't kill you, but I don't have to save you.
At which point in the video did you take off your pants in solidarity and whether or not you got the happy ending from this video that you wanted? Because if you didn't, I know a totally trustworthy pharmaceutical company that specializes in bringing the dead back to life.